The Prime Minister of Spain, Pedro Sanhez, will remain in office. On Wednesday, 24th of April, he announced his suspension as head of government. The case is related to corruption allegations involving his wife, Begoña Gomez, who is suspected of corruption and paid patronage. Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanhez has broken his silence and announced that he is not resigning. I have decided to continue work as Prime Minister. If possible, I will work even harder. This decision does not mean that everything will be the same. Things will be different, and I can guarantee that. That is why I pledge before you to work without rest. As of the 24th of April, Wednesday, the Spanish Prime Minister was suspended of his own accord. This decision is the fruit of the scandal that erupted around his wife, Begoña Gomez. An investigation has been launched into the matter. The woman is suspected of acts of corruption and paid patronage. Pedro Sanhez believes the allegations against his wife are a brutal attack on his family. I must urgently answer the question I keep asking myself. Is it profitable for me to remain in office despite the mudslinging from the right and the far right? As you can see, it has paid off. However, the Spanish head of government's decision is not in line with the will of the majority of Spaniards. According to a poll, nearly 60% demand the resignation of Pedro Sanhez. Over the past few days, the Spanish Prime Minister's leftist party has even organised demonstrations to rally support for the head of government to stay in office. It is good that he will continue his mission. I think at the moment the country doesn't need a new election or a change of government. I expected we would not get rid of him. We are not surprised. We all knew it would end like this. This is a deception against the nation. It seems to me that this is a strategy to hide his family's corruption. It is also about creating himself as a victim. This strategy has been used by him and has brought him results in other elections. Leftist Prime Minister Pedro Sanhez has begun to use the strategy of alienating political opponents. In his eyes, all those who talk about his wife's corruption are radical rightists and fascists who threaten the order of the state. The consensus opinion of many commentators and above all the public is that Prime Minister Sanhez is simply a man sick with power. This is yet another example of the Prime Minister of Spain, like King Louis, equivocating that the state is me. Pedro Sanchez's grouping, the Spanish Socialist Workers' Party, is part of the Party of European Socialists. Interestingly, it was politicians from this formation who played major roles in the corruption scandal in the Euro Parliament, the so-called Qatar-gate. It was, among others, a socialist from Greece, Eva Kaili, who was arrested in that case. Bribing MEPs to put in legislation coming out of the European Union information that would actually hide the actual actions of some Arab countries that violate human rights. As you can see, corruption problems are a common problem among socialists throughout Europe. Paweł Błoch, TV Republika.